just a reminder that this Saturday, 31st of January, Southwest Trenches will be hosting a skills camp in association with Playmakers Alley. For the linebackers, we're bringing down Coach Nelson, who's played for the Coventry Phoenix and GB. For the O-line, we'll have Coach Lydon. For the defensive line, we're going to have myself and Coach Jake. So be there. The registration is open now.
Now we look into the former top division, the Prem. And the Prem, obviously, of course, is split into the Prem North and the Prem South. And similar to to when I showed the scores for the Prem National, these are all their latest home games. So it might not be their latest game, it's just their latest home game. And in the Prem North, one thing wonderful, they all dropped graphics, so they've all got a wonderful graphic out here. But yeah, there's been some Leeds Griffins has struggled. Like they took a loss.
Both of these teams might be getting relegated.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Wolves have had a decent season. Northumbria Mustangs, that's a very tight game. And NTU, I think, have also been doing okay.
I think all of them also
has
have
NTU
a loss.
played. Who did NTU lose to? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but we will.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was something random, like, well, maybe not random, but I know Newcastle got one win or two wins.
They got two.
Oh,
yeah.
I think Nottingham Trent might have lost to Warwick first game of the season.
I think that happened.
I think Nottingham Trent lost to Warwick in the first game of the season.
Fair.
I think Nottingham Trent lost to Warwick in the first game of the season.
These, I mean, to be fair, it just seemed like it's kind of competitive in the North, in the National, and I think in the South, but I want to only say it's only competitive because
South ain't looking too competitive with Brunel.
Yeah.
Talking about the
they've been
South.
smacking everyone.
Although,
Talking about the South, yeah. So this is the South, their latest home games. Yeah, although Brunel have been winning, they've had some.
I thought they'd be
games.
smacking everyone. The scores I've been seeing, I didn't know Cardiff was quite close.
Yeah.
Cardiff.
Mad.
Even Exeter Demons, because Exeter Demons have had a tough season so far. I think they've lost every single game. And even then, 37-20, Exeter Demons.
Exeter, raw.
Although 37-20, although it's a convincing win. It's not an absolute, it's not like you were bent over and worked.
14-7 as well.
Yeah, like, and then SGS, which I found surprising, because obviously SGS have been like, well, they were one of the premier programs, and particularly at the level that they are, that sort of academy level, they're still amongst the top ones. Although arguably there's not much competition there. But I was surprised that SGS don't have even the score. The score is what I expect, but that they don't have graphics. The reason that I've got the inside Britball there, so they don't have graphics for their scores. So like I was just shocked considering how long the program has been. It's a dedicated American football program. Like
dedicated, and if you're dedicated, you go up to national.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
No disrespect. Actually, no. It is disrespect. If you're dedicated, you
got a point. And I think with that, I think they've had their challenges in terms of retaining and recruiting talent.
Yeah,
I think it's affected them.
You can't just sit in like
them,
Prem North and Prem South, their South right, and try and farm points there. It's like you got.
Well, they're even failing at that. They didn't even
get it.
Yeah, they lost to Brunel.
So if you're dedicated, how are you not going to have graphics and stuff? But then I'm not surprised for anything out of them.
No.
Is what it is.
I feel some vim in the way in which you.
It's the way they were talking so spicy after last year.
I just sense it. As you're talking
to
about
one of our guys, that's why
some internal vim.
That's where the disrespect comes from. They were talking spicy to one of our guys last year after all the shenanigans.
But these are the tables for the Prem North and the Prem South. So yeah, like we were highlighting around SGS. SGS, like they're normally dominant, and they've been trying to like farm the South. And it looks like this year they've been a little bit not worked, but they've lost. They're not just being dominant. They lost to Brunel. Like Brunel's clearly trying to put his stamp on things, and Brunel only just got promoted.
Yeah, but they have a bunch of good guys there.
Yeah, they're recruiting as well, and they've taken the blueprint.
Yeah, I think it's like what you were saying earlier. Is like they've got a coach. He understands the whole situation, and the uni's letting him cook. Letting them get guys in, let them build a culture as well.
Have they got any scholars?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they tried for so long.
To get up for ages, and they basically, they went through a few coaches. So, you got John Goddard, you got Seb Pesican, you got Jay Solanke, and then James Kelvin is the current head coach. And we were stuck, because I went to Brunel, we were stuck in purgatory forever. I always feel like you get to the playoffs, and like they had like a shootout against a few years back, against SGS.
Okay, that's when SGS initially came into the Prem.
Yeah, they had like a shootout in Division 1. They had a shootout, and the QB was shout outs to him, but that boy was throwing picks like no man's business. But still, they were scoring for Brunel at the time. But yeah, like they've taken the blueprint. So like the same QB that they had last year was a backup QB for the London Warriors, Canadian guy.
He's Christian. I rate him so high.
And then they brought a running back from Colorado who apparently was like in high school around the same time as Christian McCaffrey and was like second lead in Russia.
Saw that.
What do you mean you saw that?
It's a good recipe, right?
I saw a post.
And they got, and then, but then also like this is where like, say for instance, UE might lose out a recruiting battle against someone like Brunel's because it's London.
Yeah.
So they're getting a lot of these like. So all of the young boys, all of the highlight boys, right?
All the Beckett boys.
They're getting those kind of guys like who played, whether you're playing at NFL Academy, if you were done with SGS, you want to go back to London, you play for South London's Renegades, you play for London Warriors, like, you know what I mean? Like they're just getting, we want to play good football. And Brunel did their best to get to the Prem, so that anybody who was choosing between them and Hertfordshire, Brunel. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe for university-wise, I don't know which one is the better university, but you're like, well, you want to play better standard of football, and now they're looking at this like we're going to be in the national Prem next year. So definitely they've now got a bit of a stranglehold.
It takes a commitment from your athletic union as well. I'd say as well. It's not just on the team.
And I really hope they make it Brunel, because I think they're buying into the whole, let's get the scholars in, let's actually try and get promoted. And I think if they get there, they will be able to show a better performance than at least Beckett are doing at the moment.
Yeah, 100. They definitely will.
And I think particularly like now with this upcoming generation, although I personally don't agree with this stance around, there are students that pick their university based on American football and that the level of American football that they can play there, like, which I think is a mad thing to do, but it is stuff that some of this upcoming generation do. So if they constantly keep going up towards the national Prem or get into the national Prem and they're London, they've got things going for them.
Yeah,
like, I think it's a mad thing to do, but I think there are people that.
All I'm gonna say is, not everybody, Mr. Loughborough, not everybody is like that to be able to get into a Loughborough or a Nottingham or a Durham.
Even forget like getting into, let's say, what you might consider a Premier or Russell Group university. Like I'm saying, if you choose to go to university, the reason you go to university is, or generally has been, because of something academic in nature to pursue as a career or to help leverage that into a career. So regardless of whether you go to a top 10 or bottom 10 uni, that should be towards the forefront of your mind.
Yeah, your priority number one should be your studies.
And then my point is that it's not necessarily the case in some of these situations.
But what if they still finish out with a degree?
They finish out with a degree, fine. But if you select a uni based on American football rather than a degree in which you want to do that, you've got to plan to leverage for the next 40 years, and you're basically picking something up that's 5 to 10 years.
I will say that whole process, and this is not even a football conversation, that whole process is flawed. To ask 18-year-olds to decide their next 50 years of life and expect it to be a wise decision.
And I actually don't.
That's a fair point.
I don't think it is as influential on the whole job market as it used to be. I think you can easily go to like a Met uni and still make it out, if you get what I'm saying.
That's crazy. You don't have to say all that.
I went to Beckett.
Yeah, you have to say
I went to Beckett.
You have to say all that.
I went to Beckett.
I said Met uni.
It's the easiest. Like what? If you're going to compare,
do you know what that's like saying? You don't have to go to like a city uni. You know, you can go to a city uni and be fine. I'm just like,
if you go to unis and they talk about comparing them, I mean, at least in my year, that's how we compared them. It was either
the reason.
No, wait. So in Leeds, it was either there was a non-spoken hierarchy. Like the uni was the academically performing uni. Fair enough. Like we ran the city with the parties and like we were better with all the sports and stuff. But Beckett was Met, we were second, and then you had like the college unis and stuff like that.
Think about it though. The reason, so you're saying stuff on the job market, but what you're studying also matters, right?
So that's another important thing as well. Yeah.
Into lower tier university, higher tier uni, whatever, is the quality of your facilities, right? As well, on top of it, the quality of the education you're getting out of it, the teachers and everything make all. I've heard stories from Met unis, as you say, that's like, it's like some of those courses sound unserious.
No, I wouldn't say that. So
I'm not saying from you.
No, I know. I just got a good. I think I've gotten a good account. So for example, my lecturer didn't go to a Met uni. Like he went to a red brick uni. So
still landed a job at only a Met uni.
That's hilarious. You guys are moving
there's a point.
Who would have thought it?
It's the point that he's making. Like, for example, I think Joe Perkins specifically went to Derby because of the motorsport.
F1,
yeah. And he is.
But that's a reasonable reason to choose a uniform. In my opinion,
so that's what I'm saying. I'm supporting that reason. Yeah.
So, right. I'm just gonna say this though. If someone chooses Loughborough to go to uni, and they go, yeah, but if I go to America, I want to go for American football because, and I'll tell you why, because I've just watched 2 or 3 guys who were formerly with Loughborough make it to the next stage, right? I want to go to Nottingham for football because I know that there's a bunch of guys who have played in the ELF, plus there's some guys who made it out to play IPP program. I want to go to UE because I know that there's a bunch of connections that they have to the ELF, and they've had guys who have been on either XFL teams or UFL teams or CFL teams or done the IPP. Yeah. If that's their goal, then yeah. So it's the same thing with the motorsport.
I do think that those are not the unis that you're talking about, though. Because with those unis, there is that goal. Like your main thing might have not actually been to.
When I'm talking about the idea in principle, but if it's as thought out as that, I'm willing to concede that at least you thought about it. I personally think it's still short-minded. I think it's short-minded, but like at least you thought about it.
An 18-year-old or a 17-year-old is short-minded though. Like not all of them. And bear in mind, like we're West African, bro. So there's no way for the most part. Especially ours, I'm not telling my dad I'm going to uni based on American football. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not even. So we just kind of like let it be. But that's our generation. These young boys, they don't care, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
To be fair, like
some people don't know. Like I know someone who was gonna go to Exeter because the Exeter guys had been like putting stuff in their air, trying to recruit them. And for me, it was like, they came to me to ask what my opinion was. And I simply just asked them, do you know where Exeter is? Because they went
But Exeter's an excellent university.
It is an excellent.
Understandable. Sorry, let me land.
I don't want to leave London.
Let me land. This person was in Birmingham before.
Yeah.
Is getting an offer to go to Exeter. Mainly because of what a coach is telling them. And for me, it was like, have you considered all your options? Like, have you looked at all the possibilities?
Have you looked at the region? Have you seen what lifestyle?
Yeah, like? And actually thought of it for yourself before you've allowed a coach to influence you. They used the time to think for themselves, and they ended up playing for Nottingham.
Listen, the simple fact that somebody had to have you say, have you considered, do you even know where Exeter is? Fam, that doesn't tell me that this is a serious person. Whether they ended up in Nottingham or not. I'm sorry. No, but Junior, like, think about what you're saying.
Sorry, wait.
Think about what you're saying. They said a coach was talking to me about going to Exeter. And the first thing, you don't know where Exeter is. The first thing you did was oh yeah, this is cool. You didn't think, man,
Let me see
where
where that
is
uni is.
Exeter even? So you didn't
The
do
person,
none of
so
that.
the due diligence they were doing was coming to speak to me to ask for my advice.
That's
The person's
an
not.
unserious
The
person.
person's not
And
from this
guess where they
country.
went
How
to?
do they know?
Nottingham. Well, that's
They
an
don't know.
unserious person. I'm sorry, Junior. I'm completely sorry, and it's not about Nottingham.
I love how Julius decided this hill. I will fight to defend this guy.
I'm making a point. I'm making a point.
Wait, it's an
I'm making a point.
Listen, Google is free. There's even
That's
ChatGPT,
facts.
and you're
That's
telling me you were their due diligence? Stop that! And I love you. I respect you. But why am I doing due
not
diligence with you for? Junior, you didn't think when the person said, when you asked them, do you know where Exeter is? And they were
And they're
like,
nah.
you didn't immediately go, oh, this person not serious.
For me, it was
And
more
I
like
hope the person that it is see this. And they're like,
gonna
Junior, why
say
are you telling my business? But that person is unserious.
No, but my point.
And they're
My
like a
point.
red brick. Your red brick professor that could only work at a Met Uni.
Not only, he said he ended up working. You're moving back to
I thought no, because we got.
Sorry. So my point. Wait. My point was.
some Met Unis here. I didn't even know that's what they was
My
called.
point.
We got for some Met Unis because here's somebody that wanted to go to Exeter, great uni, ended up at Nottingham, didn't know where Exeter was. Unserious person. Mr. Professor, red brick, you're working at a Met Uni.
That's a smart person as well, you know.
No, wait, but
That's meant to be smart. If he's going to Exeter and Nottingham, he's a smart guy and he didn't know where Exeter
Unserious.
is. That's
So my
unserious.
main point is 18-year-olds, if they make this decision
That's
based on
unserious.
they make the decision based on
That
football,
defense don't hold
it's
weight.
because they're unserious
That
people.
defense don't
In
hold
general, like an 18-year-old is unserious.
sorry.
Bro,
The main point I'm
I
trying
said,
to
let
make.
me not check Google. Let me ask
Wait.
John.
So the main point.
Are you killing me, Junior? Let me ask Junior.
No, wait. Chill. So the main point I'm trying to make is, going along with what Nelly's saying. Like some of these people are just going to uni based off
Vibe.
being buttered up by some coaches. And all I'm saying is like there's a bit more of a due diligence to do because again, like some of these kids may have already done 3 years of uni and they're going to go and do a master's in something that they are not truly chasing because someone at a uni has sold them an idea of becoming a baller somewhere.
My G, but like, are you like think about what you're saying and just if we apply 10 seconds of thought to it, it don't make sense. So these are unserious people.
Do you have all the guys that come to your team? They all got sense like that.
No, absolutely not.
So, but this is the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, but here's my coaching thing, right? I've said this multiple times here. But if a kid says to me, "I got into Nottingham," end of discussion.
Yeah, you're not going to be like.
End of discussion. Because it's only last year when I seen in one of the rankings that we was ranked above them, and I was like, "This is interesting because this is part of the thing that I'll be using." But I know.
Well, UE's up now.
No, I think in one of the rankings.
Or Nottingham was down, and it was like a 12 spot difference in one of the rank, whatever it is. But you know, like it doesn't change what Nottingham represent, what courses that they're really good at, all this kind of stuff. And in reality, if you say, "Yeah, I got in there," like you got to have a good reason to not go to Nottingham, to not go to Loughborough, to not go to Durham, if those are your options, right? And if you have those options and then you say, "Oh yeah," or any of those two, and then you say UE, I'm just going to be like, "Look, we'd love to have you here, but make sure that you make an informed decision, involve your family and all this kind of stuff." So I got evidence, right? There is kids at Nottingham right now where I've had the opportunity to do all of the recruiting, and the only thing that I say is, you know, like especially for the ones that end up there anyway, they start now becomes a rivalry. They're talking about UE and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, all right, well, you're already here, but I got 4 of them things, and 3 of them came on your head top. So that's my only thing that I can say there. But before that point, yeah, you need to explore your options. Even guys from the States that I've spoken to, I'm like, look, this is what we offer. We have very good programs. Our MBA program is really good. We're really quite good at like mechanical engineering and all this kind of stuff. So I'll let you know everything that we're good at. But once again, make sure that you're exploring your options. It's important just as a person. And I feel like that will then endear me better to them because they're like,
they know you're going to be honest.
You know, you have to be. So I'm saying
that's moral recruiting right there.
but you have to, like, if you have an opportunity to to go to university in general. Like, maximize that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But then there are some people who will go to like a really good university and they're like, I don't like the city. I can't hack the course. I don't like this. It happens at all levels. We've had people leave UE for reasons. This person didn't help me with my mitigating circumstances. I missed home. I didn't like. People leave places all the time.
Yeah,
that's true. But your friend.
he's about to text him right now.
The person, I don't understand. I still don't understand your point. You know, like they were doing their due diligence. They asked for some advice.
Is that their due diligence?
Someone came to them to
butter him up.
No, wait. Someone who has not played at a particular height has been approached by a coach. Oh, you've just finished uni. Do you want to do a master's? Instead of going back home, do you want to do a master's? So they've spoken to someone to ask.
The issue is not speaking to you. The issue is that in speaking to you, that speaking to you was the only thing, rather than having an initial basis of some sort of research.
I don't know that.
Well, based on the fact that you asked
the question that you asked,
the question that you asked suggested.
The question that you
Oh no, that's just me.
Yeah,
that's
do you know
the
what
question.
extra
And then you said after you asked that question, they went to go look, and they've been like, "Oh, actually," and ended up at Nottingham.
So I shortened that story a lot, but you get my point. Yeah.
But even regardless, I've known a lot of people do that though, like where they're not researching all these things, and that's Nelly's point, that like these people that are just going places based on football and not.
That's the point I'm supporting. You understand that's the point I'm supporting.
Yeah.